Hey, how's it going, Darcy? This is Jack here with Rocketship SEO. I'm one of the SEO consultants here, and I was tasked with doing this video analysis for you. In the video analysis, what I want to do is basically go over exactly where your website is as a search marketer, as well as what kind of keywords you're currently ranking for, as well as what kind of other keywords we can capture, and how we're going to go about doing that if we were to tackle this project on together, all right? So without further ado, let me go ahead and get started. The first thing I did was I pulled up your website here in a tool called Ahrefs. Ahrefs allows search marketers like myself to look at the metrics of a website and see kind of where it's at and where we kind of need to be at. And so what I can see right off the bat is there hasn't been a lot of SEO work done. Now, I don't know if your website has been live since February of 2016. Maybe it was before that, but it looks like just over the past couple of years, there just hasn't been a lot of SEO work. And the reason why I know that is because of the lack of referring domains and backlinks. In case you didn't know what a referring domain or backlink is, it's basically any website out there that links back to your website via hyperlink. So what I mean by that is, for example, if there's a website out there that's called the Western New York realestateblog.com, and they mention your website in a new blog post, and they say, hey, if you're looking for the best real estate company in uh, Chautauqua, then check out premierlistingsrealestate.com, right? And so then there'd be a hyperlink that links back to your website, and just in the fact that that website's linking back to your website is actually tracked by Google. And Google uses that information basically to determine how authoritative your website is. And so, and so the referring domain right here is basically the number of websites that are linking back to your website, and the number of backlinks are basically the number of links that are linking back to your site. And so at the end of the day, what we need is we need a lot of these websites to link back to your website because it shows Google that you're an authoritative site. The reason being is when a website that's relevant to the niche and industry that you provide and service is basically, it shows Google that you're the kind of website that other websites, one, likes to talk about, and two, likes is basically referring their visitors to, because they're basically like, hey, check out this website, hey, check out this link, go visit their website, go check out their website and their business, they're legitimate and they're awesome, right? And so it's kind of like a referral in the sense that it's telling Google that you're the kind of website that other websites trust and would link back to. And so Google uses that information to basically determine how authoritative your website is, like I explained earlier. And basically, authority in turn has a huge impact in determining how highly you rank for the keywords, as well as how quickly you rank there. And so nowadays, it's not good enough to just have amazing images on your site. It's not good enough to have a really nice looking website that has a good user interface. Um, and it's not enough to have awesome testimonials for your business and reviews. You have to also have to make sure that you have SEO work that's being done to it, and part of that SEO includes making sure that there's websites that are linking back to your site. And so that's the kind of work that we obviously do as a search engine optimization company, and we go out there and we outreach into businesses and blogs and directories and things like that that will basically mention your site because we do the outreach and we explain to them exactly like what your site is about, what your business is about, and that kind of thing. And so that's kind of where we do the heavy lifting so that you don't have to worry about doing that kind of work. And then we build that relationship and start building the authority to your site, which is going to help you rank at the top of the keywords you want to go after. Now, I know just in the fact that you are actually looking for an SEO company and the fact that you know kind of potentially what keywords you want to rank for, you understand the viability and the importance of actually being on the top of Google when people search up keywords. So I'm not going to get into why that's important. What I'm going to do instead is actually just hop over to this organic keywords tab and kind of explain to you exactly what kind of keywords you currently rank for, as well as what potential keywords that we could potentially go after. And so right off the bat, looks like Premier Listings, you have the #1 spot, which is fantastic news because that is your brand name. So when someone's typing in Premier Listings, um, oh, oh, you know what? It's probably because it's got local on here, so it knows that I'm searching for like Colorado Springs. Actually, no, like here's Jamestown. So maybe Ahrefs is a little bit inaccurate in that. It was updated on April 20th. And so you know, this is something that we're gonna have to check, but we definitely want to make sure that you are on the #1 spot here because that is your brand name, and we want to make sure that if someone like here's about your real estate company through the grapevine, whether it's through like a referral or someone they know, or maybe they got a business card and they just don't know how to spell your business name, or they just don't want to, and they just go on Google and just type in Premier Listings. We want to make sure that your website shows up in the #1 spot, because if they're looking for your site and then end up clicking one of your competitors and it turns out they're in Jamestown, you know, and they go through the site and they're like, they like what they see, and at the end of at the bottom of the page, they're like, oh wait, this is the wrong site. This is for Jamestown. You know, it's very frustrating for them, and so you might actually potentially lose business that way. And so we just definitely want to make sure that you're in the #1 spot there. Jamestown, New York real estate. So that's definitely western side of New York, and so you are getting credit for that. I wonder if you actually have Jamestown in here. Yeah, Jamestown. So that's probably where you're getting the credit for that. You're actually on the 14th spot for that, and it actually gets decent amount of searches, 250 searches per month. And so that's actually fantastic news, because you are already on the second page. Google has recognized what your website is about, which is obviously real estate, and Jamestown, New York is the location number. And it just means that we have to continue to make sure we take our SEO to the next level, and so that we can really make sure that you are on the first page, because statistically 95% of people stay on the first page when they search a specific search or query, keyword or query, into Google. And so when someone's typing in Jamestown, NY real estate into their smartphone or laptop, you definitely know that they are going to stay on the first page when they search on that. So we definitely want to make sure you are on the first page for that. So realtors, Jamestown, New York, definitely obviously another one that we want to capture. Realtor. So Jamestown, New York is kind of a really big one that you're actually getting a lot of credit for right now. Realtors, Jamestown, New York, you're actually in the 4th position for that. So that's actually pretty cool. NYC Premier Real Estate. There we go. First, Chautauqua Lake Real Estate. So 35th spot for this one. So we definitely need to make sure we do our optimizations, but you'd be surprised actually the page that you're actually getting credit for this keyword. So if I were to type in Chautauqua Lake Real Estate and I went to the 4th page, in the middle of that 4th page, it wouldn't actually be your home page that you see for some of these. It would actually be this page right here that has the key tag Chautauqua Lake School District. And the reason that it has that is because actually, if you look at the URL tag, guess what it says right here? Chautauqua Lake School District, right? So it has Chautauqua, let me see if I can find it, Chautauqua Lake, right? And then obviously real estate is actually in your name URL, real estate right here. And so it has all the URLs, or all the keywords on the URL on top of that. This right here, this tag, has Chautauqua Lake School District, and then I'm sure somewhere here, here it is, Chautauqua Lake School District right here is on here as well. And so that's why you're getting the credit for it. And I actually want to show you another one of the another examples of this. Do you see Himes Auction? And this actually has the keyword Himes Auction in here. So that's essentially what we do. So this is actually a good segue for me to explain exactly how we'd go about ranking you for these keywords. So obviously, part of that is the outreach and building the authority to your site. The other portion is actually doing the on-page SEO. So making sure that the website has all the layers in it that Google is looking for to basically give you to understand exactly what your website is about, as well as what keywords you want to rank for. And part of that is a very, very self-explanatory strategy. It works time and time again because it's working on your site already. And I can prove that right now because you see this keyword Himes Auction? Look at this URL. It says www.premierlistingsrealestate.com/tag/Himes-auction-co. It has the word Himes Auction in there. It has it in your meta title. It has it right here. And this is the page that's actually ranking. And actually, you know what? This is something that you definitely want to clean up because you're getting a lot of traffic to your site from this keyword. So if someone types in Himes Auction, this is actually the page that shows up, and guess what it takes them to? Nothing. Right? So we want to make sure that we clean up these kinds of pages that you're already ranking for, make sure that we direct them to somewhere that's going to help them find the direction that you want them to go, right? Because at the end of the day, it's not just about bringing organic traffic to your site. It's not about just bringing traffic to your site. It's about actually getting them to pull the trigger. It's actually getting them to sign up with you, calling you, asking you for an inquiry, and that kind of thing, or maybe even a career opportunity if you're looking for someone to pick up for the business. And so that's essentially the kind of thing that you want to make sure that you watch out for, and the kind of SEO tactic that we'd be doing moving forward. And so let's say that I know there's 3 keywords that you want to rank for: Chautauqua Lake Real Estate, Chautauqua Real Estate, and Chautauqua Homes. We want to make sure that we build out a page specifically targeting each one of those keywords, right? So if we wanted to target Chautauqua Real Estate, I would literally build out a site page that says premierlistingsrealestate.com/Chautauqua-real-estate, right? And then we'd have some nice content that explains exactly what that page is about, so Google crawlers can understand what that page is about, give you credit for that keyword, and then start ranking you for that. And so, yeah, I think I'll wrap it up there. I hope at the very least you got some insight out of this, Darcy. But very confident. We have plenty of real estate SEO experience in our belt, and we know exactly what it takes to rank you and outrank your competitors. This isn't necessarily a incredibly difficult competition because we're targeting a specific area of a state, and so. Definitely possible for us to be able to rank you, and you're going to see a huge influx of people that are going to be inquiring about your services once we get the SEO going and get you on that first page and everything else that we do. All right, so I would love to talk to you further about this, Darcy. I'll leave my phone number there just in case you want to chat. Otherwise, we can obviously bounce back by email. Some of the things I kind of want to know is kind of where your website is at, if you've worked with an SEO company before, where your time frame is, what your goal is with the site. Is it to basically get them to, fill out this form, or is it to maybe call you? That kind of thing I would like to know, as well as your budget, and then we can hash out a plan of attack and get started immediately on this. All right. So I appreciate it. I'm not going to actually get into the actual physical website because otherwise this video would become like 20 minutes long, but that's obviously something that we can discuss over the phone or by email as well if you're interested, all right? So appreciate it again, and take care.